These videos were made purely with the intent of helping myself and others in my class study for a ServSafe test. If asked to, I will take these videos down and do not claim any ownership over the material in these videos. All information I've gathered is from the 7th edition ServSafe Manager book. These videos do not go super in-depth as the book does. It's simply the most important bits in order to condense the information for myself. I recommend looking into the book in the official source material, as it is a much better look into the information for the ServSafe test and certification. Thank you. Chapter 1. Providing Safe Food. What exactly can make food unsafe? Well, one of these things is a food-borne illness. It is a disease transmitted to people through food, and these can lead into outbreaks. It is considered an outbreak when 2 or more people have the same symptoms after eating the same food, and an investigation is conducted by state or local regulatory authorities. It is confirmed by a laboratory analysis. There are also different types of contaminants. There are 3 main ones: biological, chemical, and physical. Biological includes pathogens, viruses, parasites, fungi, and bacteria. Chemical is in the range of cleaners, sanitizers, and polishes. Physical is foreign objects such as staples, metal shavings, bandages, glass, dirt, bag ties. Food becomes unsafe when you purchase food from unsafe sources, failing to cook food properly, holding food at incorrect temperatures, using contaminated equipment, and having poor personal hygiene. There are practices related to foodborne illness, and these would be the most common. These would be time-temperature abuse, cross-contamination, having poor personal hygiene, and poor cleaning and sanitizing. Time-temperature abuse relates to when food has stayed too long at temperatures that are good for pathogen growth. Cross-contamination is pathogens being transferred from one surface to another. Poor personal hygiene can include working while sick, coughing or sneezing on food, failure to wash hands properly, touching or scratching wounds, and then touching food. Poor cleaning and sanitizing will cause pathogens to spread to equipment that hasn't been sanitized or cleaned properly. There are foods that are most likely to become unsafe. These would be ready-to-eat foods and TCS foods, foods requiring time and temperature control for safety. Some of these foods would be milk and dairy products, poultry, beef, pork, lamb, shell eggs, except those that have been treated to eliminate non-typical salmonella, fish, shellfish and crustaceans, baked potatoes, heat-treated plant food, such as cooked rice, beans, and vegetables, untreated garlic and oil mixtures, tofu and other soy protein, synthetic ingredients like textured soy protein, cut leafy greens, sprouts and sprout seeds, sliced melons, and cut tomatoes. There is a certain group known as the high-risk population, and these people can be affected by foodborne illnesses more severely than other people that are in better health than them. And these include elderly people, preschool-aged children, and people with compromised immune system, such as those with cancer or chemotherapy, HIV/AIDS, and transplants. Several government agencies take leading roles in the prevention of foodborne illness in the United States. State and local regulatory authorities create regulations and inspect operations. The Food and Drug Administration inspects all food except meat, poultry, and eggs, and regulates food transported across state lines. Issued the Food Code as science-based code that provides recommendations for food safety regulations and regulates food service. The U.S. Department of Agriculture regulates and inspects meat, poultry, and eggs. It regulates food that crosses state boundaries and involves more than one state. There is the Center for Disease Control and Prevention and the U.S. Public Health Service, who assist all and conduct research into the cause of foodborne illness outbreaks and assist in investigating outbreaks. And the state and local regulatory authorities write or adopt codes that regulate retail and food service operations. They inspect operations, enforcing regulations, investigating complaints and illnesses, issuing licenses and permits, approving construction, and reviewing and approving HACCP plans. Thanks for listening to my Chapter 1 overview, Providing Safe Food, of the ServSafe 7th Edition Manager book.